What up, world? What up, world, man? Look, it's your boy Eric right here with Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv, man. You see, I'm sitting here on location, man. We told y'all yesterday that we on location down here in Atlanta. It's BET Hip Hop Weekend, and Perfect Sense is down here on the road. Y'all don't see Conway on the camera. Y'all know Conway's a little wild yesterday, but Conway is definitely here. He controlling the boards right now, man. Shout out to Flesh. Shout out to Andy, the rest of the hosts of Imperfect Sense, and hello to everybody from Unified Radio.tv. I'm sitting here with somebody on the rise, man. I know y'all watch Love and Hip Hop. I know y'all watch it. All the ladies that inbox me, that text me. I said, I'm going to possibly go see this dude. They want to know about your hair. They want to know about all this other stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't know who this is, man, I'm sitting here with the great Micky Munday. What's up, brother?
Yeah, what's going on with you, my guy?
Good. So what's going on, man? You down here at BET Weekend?
Yeah, man. Atlanta, man. We in the A, shouty, you know? Yeah. But, it's Hip Hop Award Weekend, and I'm excited, man. I love Atlanta. Like, it's good music out here.
Absolutely.
The work ethic out here is crazy. Like, when you get in the studio out here, people just be working, man. It's like an open door policy out here. Like, everybody just, it's real like, come on, let's work. Yeah. Like, I love that. Like, the energy down here, people really uplift each other.
Yeah. Because we've been getting a lot of love down here too, man. We got a lot of folk down here that we've been rocking with down here in Atlanta. We love coming down here. We had to come down here and show some love because everybody was going to be down here. So we had to come on location to sit with people like you and all the other hit makers of the world, and and catch this vibe and get busy. Now with this Love and Hip Hop thing that you're doing, right? How's that experience been so far?
Yeah, my experience on there was cool. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I really stayed away from like what they think the negativity of the show is, like the drama or stuff like that. Like, I didn't really have no drama on there. My shit was really about my family, about my music, and really my come up. Like, somebody had the industry know, or somebody who's kind of like being real close to like in the door, but just ain't really been able to like push through yet because of like just my situations ain't panned out yet. But it's all in God's plans though. But yeah, so I mean, they just kept me really. I mean, plus my girl on the show was like a big addition too. Like, they definitely didn't want to involve her in any BS. She would have been like, "Oh, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, man. Them cameras sometimes can bring out a lot of fakeness in people, man, because they be looking for that clout.
Yeah, but I mean, our stuff was cool. I mean, I really get along with everybody on the cast. I really was, already friends with Moniece and Fizz and well, that's probably like the two people I already knew A1, I already knew Ray J, I already knew a lot of the people that was on the show, so it was like I already had to record with these people. Like,
because it was like a West Coast thing. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, some of the people not from the West Coast, but they, even if they've been there for so long, it's like they might as well be from LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm a real LA dude, so it's like, I stayed away from it. There was really no drama that could have been had with me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it was really focused on my journey.
Right.
So, shout out to everybody at Big Fish, shout out Mona, shout out to everybody at VH1, Viacom. Like, they kept, I enjoyed my experience.
Right.
I'm going to be back next season for sure.
Well, a lot of people, you can't please everybody. Yeah. But you're not the first person I've said when they said they really love the avenue that, Love and Hip Hop has provided. So people that's not familiar with your music, that's very familiar with the show. I don't know, when did you get started in music?
I started music, man, like 10 years ago. I've been grinding. I started out battle rapping. I used to write poetry, and I started battle rapping. We had a place in LA called The Pit. It was like the shelter, like, like,
from Detroit?
Yeah, but it was like the LA shelter. So like, I mean, Kendrick Lamar been through there, J-Rock, Game, Snoop, all the the people that you might not know, that's like the great LA rappers, like, Jag and Lady G, who go by Jizzle now, and Compton AV, and Daylight. Daylight, who's a famous battle rapper now. Disaster.
I'm definitely into. Shout out to URL, man.
Yeah, and Disaster. Like, all these people got their start there. Like, so it was like it was a big lyrical playground, let's say, for LA. So I mean, I started there rapping, like really honing my craft, and then I got into songwriting. And then I just took it. I just was like, okay, this is the path. Like, I don't want to be a battle rapper. I just was lyrical, so I had that in me. But I always like melody, I always like cadence, I always like writing from like my poetry background. So I just really start songwriting, and then it's just been a journey, man. I started my own company like in 2011, and we've been rocking ever since. I have my own studio since then. We've been independent. Me and my partner Kane, we got a company called The Press, and we've been rocking for a long time now, investing in ourselves and really doing everything, the proper steps to like build an empire.
I agree with that, and I'm glad that you taking charging and reinvesting yourselves,
Yeah,
man. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of artists, man, they have this dream where it's like they come to you and say, you know what, I'm hot, and I know I'm hot, so I need somebody to do this for free because I'm hot. That's not really a reality.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do nothing for you out here, man. Like, you gotta do for yourself.
It's not a reality. Like, you know, they always like, you know, you'll get your money on the back end. Like, what you mean back end? Like, my bills due today. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you. This is what you want to do. This is what I do. And, you know, you have to reinvest in yourself. Yeah, and I also like the fact that you said that you actually worked on your craft. Because I ain't gonna lie. When I hear artists say, you know what, I did 20 records in 2 hours, I'll be like, it sounds like it. You know, because it's like that rush recording, them really not saying too much, but your music has its own vibe. Yeah. And that, for me, a person that really loves music, I can tell when a person really puts some time into their music.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is like, I really merge like old school rap, like where you think about bars and punchlines and metaphors and stuff into like the new wave and the new sound. So like, my whole vibe is like old school rap with the new wave and the new sound. Like, you know what I mean? My sound is current, but my bars, my lyrics and stuff like that is like more like, I feel like how Jay-Z would think about how to enter a verse. You know, not to say I'm Jay-Z or nothing, but you know what I mean? Like how he would take it, like I'm gonna really think about what I'm about to say right now. Okay. But you know, it's just melody and cadence behind it, and like, so it just is intriguing, and you're not fighting the current. You know what I mean?
So who were some of your biggest influences?
Well, Jay-Z, you know, Tupac, Nas, Big, Drake, Lil Wayne. You know, and then I also listen to outside of rap. I always like Michael Jackson. I always like the Beatles. I like Nirvana, Oasis, Sum 41. Like, I like punk rock too. Like,
you got a rock star look in hip hop.
Well, I mean, I listen to that music like later on in life. I grew up on like gangster rap. That's what my dad listened to. Like, this is all the first music I ever listened to. Snoop, East Siders, like stuff like that, because that's what my dad was into. But you know, when I grew up and I started really writing music and thinking about stuff, and you know, I started expanding and really like, okay, let me see what other type of music is out there. And then, you know, you tap into people like Nirvana. And I became like a big Kurt Cobain fan. I'm like, damn, dude is like a rapper.
I like Kurt,
He had bars, but he just said them in a different way. And then you start realizing, like, damn, music is just word and melody. It just depends on how you want to say it and how you want to come across with that. And the type of music and the type of instrumentation that's behind it at the end of the day. So, you know, I just try to mold all these things into me and make myself like, okay, this is the type of things I want to do, and this is what fit my style and my personality and like my whole get down. You know,
I agree. So, any artists that you want to work with?
I want to work with anybody that can help me get to the next level. You feel me? Like, yeah, it'd be great to get a Jay-Z verse still. It'd be great to work with Drake. I mean, if you get a song with Drake, you out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, anybody that can help me, I don't care. Like, I'm trying to win.
I personally think you say, you know, you get a verse from Drake and you're out of here. I think this time next year we're gonna be sitting with somebody else and they're gonna say, if I get a verse from Mickey, I'm up out of here.
Well, hey, listen. Amen to that. You know what I mean? I hope so too, man. I mean, it's all in God's plans, bro. It's like me, I try not to think about like, people always say like, oh, my 5-year plan, but like, man, that shit is like, you can have that, but what if it's 6 years? What if it's 10 years? You just gotta keep going. Right. At the end of the day, you just gotta take it day by day, have your plan, have an understanding of what you need to do, and have your team around you, you know, a digital marketer, a PR, you know, hopefully somebody that has playlists and somebody that has all these things that we know take you to the next level at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because I mean, that's what it is. It's like, there is no blueprint, but there is in a sense to where it's like you have an understanding of what you have to do to get on in the world today, the internet world, rule the world. Obviously, like radio, kind of like the last people to get the music these days. And then radio is like, because I really put, like, me and my partner, bro, we really invested in this. I've really spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this music shit. So it's like, radio was an animal. You got to come to radio with a crazy bag.
I'm still an old school believer of building relationships with the DJs. Like, I think a lot of people kind of, you know, they kind of forget that art form and how important a DJ is to their actual music career. Because you got some artists, they'll put a record out and then they'll do this. and hope something happens.
Oh no, you can't.
You know what I mean? And it's like that's not what happens. It's not like you're gonna put this record out and then all of a sudden it just blow up.
I mean, you could, but that's
then a lot of those artists,
the lottery, bro.
Yeah,
that's how I describe it.
And a lot of artists have won the lottery, but then when it comes down to actually having that, what's the next record?
Oh yeah.
It's nothing there.
Yes, man.
Because they weren't prepared. Yeah. You're taking the right proper steps.
You plan to fail. Point blank, period.
Absolutely.
Like, you ain't got you gotta have some type of objective and some type of understanding of like, yo, this is what we're trying to do, and this is what the projected numbers can be, and this is the type of outlets we could reach, and this is the type of blogs we could reach, and this is the type of people. And a lot of the things are just pay to play, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an artist out there, you just gotta understand, like, you could grease people's palms to put your song on a platform. You know what I mean? And then maybe you do that one time, and then the next time they just put it up for you. You know what I mean? But still, like at the end of the day, you got to build your relationships, and you got to really show people that you here and you here to stay, and you're not playing. You know what I mean?
I agree. So you got any tour dates coming up?
Yeah, well, not tours, but I got shows. I got a show in North Carolina on October 18th. I'll be back in Atlanta on October 15th for the reunion of the show.
Okay.
And then I got a show in Charlotte on October 18th. And then I had a show in Virginia, like I was telling you, on the 19th, but that just got pushed. They're trying to make it a bigger venue now, so I think they're going to do it for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I'll be in Blair's, Virginia, I think November 27th. And then, and then I'm probably in, for Halloween, I'm supposed to go to Seattle. We're working out the details right now, though. But, like, that's just kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing, like, one-off shows with people, and then I'm just recording, and then just putting songs out. I just put a song out called Muchacho No Jumper.
Yeah.
Adam No Jumper. He just premiered it on his like, YouTube. He put it on his Instagram, so that was, like, a big look. And, yeah, man, I'm just trying to just keep building these relationships and really just keep building and pushing and pushing and pushing. The Muchacho song, it's on Spotify. It just got added to like 10 playlists, so that's cool. So we just running up the numbers and really just building.
Absolutely. Any labels knocking yet?
I mean, I've had label meetings for years, but I just feel like it's a leverage situation, and you just gotta be realistic with like where you at. And I just feel like everything I've invested in myself is like I know what I'm worth and I know what I want, and like the struggle is beautiful. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like you can't. How could I say it? You can't fight the machine. Like if the machine really want to get behind you, but does the machine really want to get behind you? Like you come to a label, you can get a deal, but are you gonna get shelved? Are you important? Where's your importance? Where do you rank on their priority list? You know what I mean? And I just feel like if I'm not a priority, then like I could do everything that a label could do for me right now on my own, because there's so many people out here that do label services. Yeah. And they don't directly work for the label. Like labels gonna go hire Raheem the Dream and Punch and them 740 Project. They're gonna go hire all these people that like I personally know that I could directly pay. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, if a label came at me and was like, hey, I got $2 million for you, and
the situation look good, you're gonna take that.
Yeah, like I said, you can't fight the machine. Like you can never win against the machine in a sense. But and I feel like my star quality, like eventually I will need the machine. But right now I'm just building my leverage, man. Because you come to somebody with your hand out, they can spit in your hand. You know what I mean? Right. But if you come, or if they come to you, or just your leverage, man, you got, hey man, everything I do getting $1 million, blah blah blah. Everything, all my songs I played, Spotify got over 10 million. It's a different conversation. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm just building my leverage right now. My numbers are going up every day, and I'm just like hoping that those continue to rise.
Absolutely.
And then, because it's like Sean Barron, Mike Karen, all these people, like I know these people, so it's like it's nothing to like reach out to them when the time is right, or have them hopefully come reach out to me. You know what I mean? People, Empire, Ghazi, Neiman, like, I got a song with Migos. I got a song me and Migos. I got a song me and Quavo too, but like they interested in that, so I'm trying to work out the details with them on that to see if like we can put up a budget together to do it. Because it's like at the end of the day, it's like you can go get with somebody, but if the push ain't gonna be there, then you know what I mean. You might as well do it on your own.
Yeah. So them years of grinding and you putting on all this work and you knowing what you were. What was your feelings when you got that call? Like, we might be interested in you coming on TV for Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, well, actually, this is like my third year in a row. They asked me to do Love and Hip Hop. The first year, I got asked by a girl to be on there as her love interest, and I was on tour with Young Thug, so I didn't get a chance to do it. My manager at the time, she was like, telling me we was gonna get this deal, blah blah blah. It never happened, but you know, you live and you learn. And then last year when they asked me to do it, I was out of the country. I was with Akon. We was out the country doing shows.
Okay.
And and then this year when it came back around, I was like, you know what? I keep passing up being seen by these millions of people. You know, and it's a good platform, man. It's all about what you do with it. Me, I'm somebody. I come from nothing, so I know how to make something from nothing. So it's something. You know, I know what I can really do with something. Because I know what I did with nothing. Yeah,
as long as you're able to keep your integrity and you know what you got going on, like, and don't, you know, become a clown. Like, there's some people that's clowning themselves on there. You know what I mean? But you definitely
some
been
people,
holding
they not as comfortable in their skin as I am, man.
Right.
Like, this really me, you know, thoroughly, the in and out. You know what I mean? So it's like, nobody could tell me what to say. Nobody could tell me what to do. Like, I've been really building and molding myself for over 10 years now. I mean, really over, you know, my whole life. I mean, this has really been a plan. I always knew I was going to do something special in life. I always knew since I was a kid, like, I'm going to be something more than this.
Right. Know. So, we putting it in stone. Hip Hop Awards next year. You on that stage?
Man, you did. I'm telling you, I need to be on there right now.
Listen,
bro, I'm one of the nicest people, period.
Yeah.
So, you know, no disrespect to nobody, but song for song, walk into a room, star quality, I feel like nobody can match this. And that's just my confidence.
Well, and there's nothing wrong being confident, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to say it just because, you know, you sitting here. I believe that too. Because, you know, I talked to some people prior to us actually being able to schedule this and actually have a conversation. I said, he got something. You know what I'm saying? I see him going to the next level, man. And on behalf of myself and UnifiedRadio.tv and Imperfect Sense, we definitely appreciate you sitting down, having this conversation with us, and hopefully we can build and do some more things, man. So
I think that's what it's all about. It's just building relationships, building rapport with people, and taking it to the next level. Like, one hand, it always wash the other. That's anybody, even from any walk of life, know that.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. So everybody at UnifiedRadio.tv, our fans, everybody listen to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Music. This is Micky Munday, man. Go ahead and drop your information so they know where to find you.
Listen, that's one way, Micky Munday. You can find me everywhere at Micky Munday, MICKYMUNDAY. One more time. That's MICKYMUNDAY. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, YouTube. Type it, Micky Munday. You're going to see a guy with light eyes and curly hair pop up, and he's going to be me.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. We appreciate you, man.
Oh, man. Yes,
this has been Imperfect Sense right here on UnifiedRadio.tv. Peace.